Yes, I know. It's been a while. I had a couple of exams. I did two subjects at once, and that was murder. So, I started this project somewhere in like September, and then I had to basically stop because I just was not going to have enough time. So, this is a Pioneer CT-4. And as I said, I think I started this sometime in September. I've gone through, replaced the electrolytic capacitors, just checked that everything's kind of working. I mean, it will play a tape. I haven't done any adjustments at all on this, so that's on the to-do list. And also on the to-do list is to basically have a look at this mech, get it apart. I'll just sort of flip it around, we can have a look in there. And there's some belts and, rubber idlers and all that, and they're looking a little bit worse for wear, so all of that needs to be sort of replaced. The whole mech needs lubing up and just making sure that everything works the way it's supposed to. It's quite a heavy, chunky machine. This steel is something like 1.2, 1.3 mil. It's, it's basically all the weight of this thing. Plus, around this mech, it's, solid. Very, very solid. And as you can see, this is, old style where they've got PCB boards, for every separate thing, instead of just a single board that has everything on it. So it's quite an interesting looking machine. The old style flip up door thing, and analog gauges, which some people seem to like on these things. So anyway, we'll get on with this project at some point very soon, and we'll see what else is going on. I should mention too that I've got an SL5 sitting to the side. I might drag that out in a second and we'll have a look. Okay, now here is Technics SL5. Now I've had quite a few requests about this. People asking, well, a couple of people asking similar questions. Basically, why does the tone arm move to the correct position with the singles put on but then not drop? Short answer is I don't actually know because I haven't had that problem. So we're going to see if we can find out. I'm going to make, I think, a series of videos on this because, these seem to be still quite popular and maybe little understood. But I do think, they're not so complicated that you can't work on them. And maybe some of the later ones when they've got, the sensor for, looking for the tracks and skipping tracks and all that, maybe it's starting to get, there's more things to go wrong and more things that you can't maybe fix, because if you can't get the little microcomputers and controllers and all that sort of stuff, then you might be out of luck. But this one, I think, actually, you're going to have a reasonable chance with. So let's make, I suppose it'll be a series, and we'll start with everything. So I haven't really actually done anything to this yet, aside from just, a bit of polishing of this case, just to make sure it would come up nice. A few little scratches here and there, and, a fairly deep scratch there. I need to get rid of all the grime off this paint and get it back to a nice sort of silvery colour. So, a few things like that to do. However, from past experience, these usually come up quite nice and can usually get everything working. So, yeah, let's try it. So, if you're interested in the SL5, this type of system, then this is probably, it's coming. I'll deal with Pioneer CT-4 first, and we'll get on to this one. My next exam is like in 12 weeks or something, so, I've got time, I think, to get this done, but yeah, it'll be a bit slow, and if it just stops at some point, then, that's because, exam's priority, not this.